Let's start the today's session of your class. From today onwards till 7th of August, we will be doing revision of all the chapters that we have done. Okay. So for the PT1, or you can say the term first, we are doing the revision. Now the revision of chapter 1 I am going to start, multiplication and division of integers. Now the chapter contains a word integers. Now what are integers? Integers are basically a set of numbers made of positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. Like for example, on a number line, if I say this is a number line, now 0 marks the center of the number line. Okay. Now the numbers to the right of this 0 are positive numbers and the numbers to the left of the 0 are negative numbers. Okay, and together these all make integers. So I can say -1, 0 or 1, all are the integers. Okay, so in this chapter we will study about the multiplication and division of these integers. Now there are certain rules of integers or the multiplication. Okay, now let us say we have two numbers a and b, and this is the result of multiplication. Now here I am telling you the sign convention. This is the sign convention for multiplication of two integers. Now if two integers are positive integers, then their multiplication result is also positive. If one of them is negative, the result of the multiplication is negative. When both the negative integers are multiplied, we get a positive result. Similarly, this sign convention for division is also there. Now, in division, a and b are two integers and their division sign is, now we will study. If we have both positive integers to be divided, like for example 32 is divided by 4, we get 8 as a result. So it is positive result. Okay. Similarly, if one of them is negative, if the two numbers out of this 32 is negative or 4 is negative, okay, in both the cases we have, if the number is like both the, if -32 is there or -4 is there, we get -8 as the answer. So we have a negative quotient. Okay. Now if both negative numbers are divided, we get a positive quotient. Like for example, if I say -32 is divided by -4, we get a positive 8. So this is the sign convention for multiplication and division of integers. Now we study about the properties of both multiplication and division. On the basis of that, I will be giving you certain questions in the worksheet, and then you have to do that worksheet and check your answers from the answers given by me later in the day. Okay. So let's start. Next we have the properties. First let us have the closure property, which says that if I have two integers a and b are non-zero integers, okay, like for example 3 into -2, then their multiplication result is also a integer. Similarly, if I have 4 and -2, the two non-zero integers, and their division is there, then also I get integer. So this is the closure property. Okay. Then all of you know that commutative property, the order of multiplication does not change the result of multiplication. Like 3 into -2 is equals to -2 into 3 is equals to -6. In both the cases I will get -6. But as a commutative property is not possible for division. You can check the commutative property by taking this example only. Okay. Then we have associative property. If we have the multiplication of more numbers, okay, then the order of multiplication does not change the result in this also. Okay, but it is not true for division. Like for example 1 into 2 into -3 is there, so it is -6. multiplication, then also I get minus 6. So associative property holds true for multiplication. Okay. Then identity property. In division you can check the result. It is not true. Like 1 is divided by 2, then divided by minus 3. 1 divided by 2 is 1 by 2 divided by minus 3. Okay, so we get minus 1 by 6. Okay, and in this case a divided by a is what? 1. So keep it like 1 divided by 2 divided by minus 3. So answer will be 1 divided by 2 by minus 3. Then the result is minus 3 by 2. Okay. So it is not true for the associative property in division. Okay. Next we have the identity property, which says that multiplication by 1 gives the same integer. Okay. Similarly, if the division by 1 is there, we get the same integer. Okay. Then zero property. Zero property says that if a number is multiplied, if a non-zero integer is multiplied by 0, then we get 0. Similarly, if 0 divides any non-integer number, then it is not defined. But if a number is divided by 0, then it is 0. Okay. So this is the 5 properties. Then we have the different properties for multiplication and division. The previous 5 properties were same for multiplication and division under the heads, but now the 6th property of multiplication only, that is the multiplication by minus 1, which gives if a number, a non-zero integer is multiplied by minus 1, then we get the same non-zero integer but its inverse. Okay, that is called the additive inverse of a. Now a is multiplied, we get minus a. This is the additive inverse. Okay. Additive inverse. Okay. Now the distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction, which says that if we have an expression like this, okay, a is multiplied by the sum of b and c, then it can be expressed as this multiplication sign will be for b as well as for c both. And then the product is added, okay, here, like a into b plus a into c. Similarly, for multiplication is there, a into b, then minus sign, then a into c. Okay, this is called the distributive property. On the basis of this, the question can come like, verify the distributive property if a is 2, b is minus 1, c is 3. So values of a, b, c can change and you have to verify for left hand side and right hand side. Okay. These type of questions were there in your exercise. Please practice those questions, and the worksheet will also contain these type of questions. Then we have the exclusive property of division. Division by integer itself, that is a by a, gives 1 or its additive inverse. When a is divided by minus a, we get minus 1. Okay. Then we have division by minus 1. A divided by minus 1 gives its additive inverse, minus a. Okay. So these were the properties on the basis of which you have to do the questions of the worksheet. Now let us do a question. If we have n number of multiplications, okay, then what is the sign of the product in this case? As we can see, we have 3 negative integers. Okay, then 3 negative integers. This 3 is a odd number. When we have odd number of integers, negative integers to be multiplied, the sign of the result is negative. And if we have even number of negative integers multiplied together, we get a positive result. Okay. So it says that if we have negative odd numbers to be multiplied, odd integers which are negative, okay, then the result of the product is negative. And if we have even numbers even negative integers to be multiplied, we get a positive result. So this is the concept related to your multiplication and division of integers. After this we will be studying numerical expressions and applications to word problems. Okay. So in 2 days I suppose the chapter will be revised. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.